My name is Naked Alien. I'm originally from Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, and I skate for Austin Anarchy. So I feel like a lot of people can relate to this. I was doing absolutely nothing with my life, and then I saw this movie, Whip It, and it would be really cool if something like that was around my area. I lived in El Paso back then, and then my friend just looked at me and was like, "There is," and I was like, "What is it?" She was like, "Yeah, my mom plays derby," and I was like, "Oh, I would love to go see a game." And we went to see a game, and that's pretty much how I got introduced to roller derby. I would say a lot of people, when they try something new, they want to be really good really fast. I would say like patience and a lot of like good self-talk to yourself is gonna do a lot of things, because it is a little hard at the beginning, especially because I have zero skating background experience. So it took me, I want to say, around 7 months, 8 months to even know how to skate myself. But it's not about just like learning how to skate. It's like learning how to stop, learning how to play derby, learning a rule set that is not the easiest rule set to learn. So patience is what's the key that I would suggest for people, like to be patient with themselves when they start learning. So derby was my entire existence. I feel like I was in a terrible spot when I found derby, and it helped me become a much better person. So because I really like how it made me feel and the type of person it was makes me become, I devoted my entire existence to it. My training, my eating habits, my sleeping, work was all for derby. That when the pandemic hit, I went to an identity crisis, because I was like, who am I? What am I supposed to do? But it allowed me to like get to know myself and like try other things like CrossFit, weightlifting. I went to the skate parks, and to that I became a CrossFit coach. I got my certifications, and with that I feel like it built me up with my endurance, my balance, my strength. Then now that I'm back, I feel like I'm much more solid and I can do more things that I couldn't before, but my endurance is not back. That's the one thing that I lost that I can't wait to get back. It is pretty crazy, like in my case, because I come from it's not a small town, but we were like pretty secluded when it comes to, I never went to vacation. I never traveled whatsoever outside like a 50-mile radius. That while joining derby, I was 19 going to 20. I did my first trip out of like the city, which it was McAllen. To me, that was something crazy. I've never been outside El Paso, that I was like, oh my God, a new different world. Like, this is crazy. But the furthest it has taken me, it's legitimately all around the world. I've been to Wales for championships, Canada, Vancouver for playoffs, the World Cup in Spain, Wales, did I mention that right? Mexico. Like it allowed me to, it gave me a chance to rediscover my roots, because it allowed me to play with Mexico, Team Mexico, and kind of like, I have a lot of identity issues because I came here when I was 12. So they kind of forced me to forget my Spanish and my roots so I can learn English and not be made fun of for how I speak. And then I wasn't fully learned English, and I was forgetting my Spanish. So when I went back to Mexico, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I get to speak the language that I know. And I went back and I was like, oh fuck, I don't know how to speak Spanish anymore. And the culture is completely different. So thanks to derby and thanks to the traveling for games and joining Team Mexico, it has allowed me to like reconnect with my roots and regain my language back. So it was something amazing.